The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the producers and/or the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of FRC Media, Bristol Community College, or the City of Fall River.
Happy Wednesday. Thank you for joining us here in FRC Media. I'm Keith Tebow, and on Wednesdays, we take some time to speak briefly with the mayor of the City of Fall River, Mayor Paul Coogan, who joins us again this week. Mayor, how are you?
Doing great, Keith. How's it going?
It's going well. I actually want to start with something that's quite disturbing. The police are investigating some graffiti that has been displayed on the Iwo Jima Memorial down at the Veterans Memorial Bicentennial Park. I know that's always disturbing to see, any monument in the city being vandalized. I guess your thoughts, and is there any update that you can provide us in terms of the investigation?
Yeah, we had a conversation this morning with Major Crimes, and it seems like they're very close to wrapping this up, which would be very, very positive. This is the kind of behavior where they tip over the gravestones in a cemetery, or they vandalize a building. It's, I'm going to guess, I have no idea. It's probably young people acting out, and it's just totally repulsive that they would go down there and do that to the Iwo Jima Memorial. We take good care of that park. We have a great partnership with the people at the wall and even the people that take care of the monument. So to see that happening is it's a little unsettling, but hopefully they get the parties that are responsible, and we deal with it very sternly.
Now, I'm sure that, and I think we've talked about this when the park was being developed, especially around the Vietnam Memorial Wall. There are cameras in that park, right? So I'm sure that has been helping as well, right?
There's plenty of cameras, and we have some really good pictures of who we think did it.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Governor Maura Healey and Lieutenant Governor Kim Driscoll in the city on Monday. They met with yourself and other local school officials at Durfee High School before heading to the Boys and Girls Club for a look at the after-school programs there. Let me ask you, I asked the governor, and she gave sort of a broad answer, but let me ask you in specifics, what did you bring up with the governor and the superintendent in terms of issues in the school department that you wanted her to know about?
I touched briefly on attendance, staffing. There are a number of issues. I was talking to someone the other day about the declining enrollment in our colleges that are centered in the education field. But again, she was there mostly to observe what are we doing in Fall River as a gateway city. What are our plans? And I think she got a good eyeful. There was a number, probably 60 to 80 teacher leaders there that are our department heads, our coaches, which now go across all the grades from K to 12. And what do we look for? What do we look for from our teachers in the classroom, and what is the curriculum we carry forward to be able to coach the kids up to the position we need them in to get past MCAS and to get a high school diploma. And I think that's what she had the opportunity to do. It was a really positive visit to have all of the big three there with Lieutenant Governor Driscoll, Healey, and also joining that tour was Secretary of Education Pat Tutwiler. He came down. He's former superintendent in Lynn, and he was very pleased with what he saw going on in the Fall River Public Schools. So it was an eye-opening visit for them, and anytime you get those three together in a school, it's going to be positive for the city. So I was very glad they made it down to spend some time with us.
And I also know that, the second part, which we were at the Boys and Girls Club, they do this work every day, the Boys and Girls Club, in terms of, engaging our youth. Someone like me who's not there all the time, it's good to see that empowerment and that engagement of the students. And I know the governor was complimentary of it as well. She mentioned that she had similar programs when she was a youth. So I guess my question to you is, it's good to show off these types of things, the good work being done by a number of our organizations that sometimes don't get a lot of publicity. We know they're there, but sometimes we take them for granted.
Yeah, I mean, it's right in our backyard, but for those statewide elected officials to come down and spend some time with the kids, I thought it was really good. Whether it was upstairs with the kids from the Keystone Club, or even the small kids playing ping pong, or seeing them down in the classrooms in the basement, it was it was very positive. And again, it all gives them the ability to go back to Beacon Hill and say, here's what I saw in Fall River, and here's what they're doing down there, to offer ideas the same way as they offer us ideas from other communities also. So it was, again, a very positive visit. I was extremely pleased they came down, and we kind of worked out a schedule together. So, they wanted to see some stuff that was different, and I think it worked out great for the city. And I know they got their eyes open to what we're doing down here, and they really seem to take a genuine interest in the city of Fall River.
Yeah, I know that. When the governor walked in, I saw that she had some sneakers on, so I thought she was going to be, active in the basketball court. She really wasn't as active. Secretary Tutwiler, on the other hand, he was ready to play, and he did. He did well with the students. That was really fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And again, I think that kind of interaction is positive for those kids. They'll remember it for a long time. And it was good to see. And I'm, like I said, I texted with the governor, and I spoke with Lieutenant Governor after, and I'm just so pleased they spent some time down here. And I know it's going to lead to a better relationship down the road for anything we want to do in Fall River.
Yeah. And one final thing this week, I know a few weeks ago we touched upon Fall River's incoming fire chief, Jeffrey Bacon. He actually officially starts next week. This is the final week for outgoing and retiring chief Roger St. Martin. I had a chance to speak with him this week, and talking about his nearly 37 years in service to the city. You appointed him as fire chief, and I know you appreciate all he's done in his tenure here.
Oh yeah. Roger was a very positive influence on the fire department. He did a great job working with the guys. He was a strong advocate for the fire department in terms of upgrading equipment, making sure the guys have the right training, trying to keep classes full. He did a real nice job. And again, that harkens back to his years and years of experience in Fall River, moving up from a fireman all the way through the ranks till he became chief. We're going to miss him. We wish him nothing but the best. And we'll see how new Chief Bacon's going to do. He was in again yesterday talking about some things he wants to do with the department. So I'm sure we're moving in the right direction. I'm glad we are having a nice, smooth transition there.
Yeah. All right, Mayor, as always, thank you for your time. We'll talk again next week. Take care.
Okay, Keith, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. And thank you for joining us here in FRC Media. I'm Keith Tebow. Have a great week.